there's a way that the Detroit Pistons can get 2 top 10 picks in the NBA draft. I wish 2 top 5 picks. I don't know what I was going to say. 2 top 10 picks in the NBA draft. There's a trade that they can do to make this happen. I like it. I think you will too. And I'll tell you why I think this trade could work and why it won't work for the Pistons. And that's just assuming the other team would do this. This is a trade proposal that we're looking at here. So the Mavericks would get Bojan in our 31st pick. We'd get pick 10 and Tim Hardaway Jr. Let me know your thoughts on that right away. Is this even something the Mavericks would do? In this article, it says, hey, I just don't think Dallas would be interested in this, but let's take a look at it. It's hard to me imagine that they think Bojan was enough of an upgrade from Tim Hardaway Jr. to give up the 10th pick. That's basically what it is. Like, hey, Tim Hardaway for Bojan? Oh, yeah, fine, all day. Oh, well, and you get a 10th pick. Boy, I just don't think that the Mavericks would go for it. But let's assume that they would. The Pistons, would you go for it? Because I've made this argument about Bojan. He is the only, I know he's terrible at defense, but he's the only guy that we have currently on the roster that's a pro vet scorer that you can trust. And so do you want to move away from that? Do you want to move away from just kind of, man, you're older, right? You're older than all the other guys. And you're kind of like this outlier. It's like, yes, we need that. I don't think you can just keep getting younger and potential. At some point, you need to get some building blocks. Bojan's one of them. He's around next year. What if we take a really good leap? He has an opportunity to play, to score. So it's like that. I don't like giving up Bojan for Tim Hardaway Jr. I just don't like that because Tim Hardaway Jr. cannot score like Bojan, but he's much better defensively, and he kind of, again, raises the athleticism, long, defensive, younger, but not like terribly young where, it's just like a developmental guy. You kind of know what Tim Hardaway Jr. is, and you get the 10th pick. So part of me is like all day long because now you get 2 chances at a top 10 pick. We've been saying it all along that in the NBA, basically after pick 10, 11, 12, you can just, it's tough. It's tough to find an impact player that's going to change your team. But, you're right at that line, 10 and under, 10 pick and better, you can get somebody. You can maybe, right? So maybe not. But if you have 2 picks, then you've really increased your chances of one of those hitting. And now, again, through the NBA draft, we're not talking the NFL draft, through the NBA draft, if you can build because you have lower picks, then you can do something. Younger guys, smaller contracts, you can really build something. The problem is it's hard to get a top 5 pick every year in order to do something. But this would give you that opportunity to really have something here. So Hardaway Jr. isn't great, but his contract gets smaller as it goes. This would give the Pistons another swing at landing a star in the draft. One of these players who falls is going to end up being very good. So the Pistons could potentially add 2 impact draft picks. Agree with that. Somebody's gonna fall. So just the way it works. That, oh man, this person's still there. We could get somebody at 5, and then if somebody else on that second, third tier drops to 10, now you've got 2 players again because you have pick 5 and number 10. So it's just again another opportunity. But again, Hardaway is like his contract thing. It's smaller. He's not a player, so you just kind of miss out on Hardaway. I don't love this team for either. I don't love this trade for either team, to be honest. Detroit doesn't really need to add 2 more top 10 guys. The only way it really makes sense if Troy Weaver thought there was huge value had dropped into their laps at pick number 10. This is well said here. Like, I don't like this actually for either team, but if they are scouting and they really see, man, there's a guy at pick 9, 10, 11, 12 there that we really love and we think could really help us. Okay, I get it. But again, in the NBA, this is just, it's hard to like move your mind over to the NBA after we got so pumped up about the NFL draft. In the NFL, if you had 2 top 10 picks, that'd be insane. That'd be just incredible value. In the NBA, it's different. Even the number 5 pick is like, yeah, obviously we wish it was like 1 or 2. Like, that's how different it is. So a top 10 pick is not as valuable, not even close. So keep that in mind when you're looking at this. They had some other trades on here too. Let's just take a look at this one. Oh yeah, so this one's a lot. So we give up Alec Burks and the number 5 pick, and we get 7. So kind of 5-7 there. 29 that doesn't matter, and then a couple other guys that you just throw in there. So I just, man, that one's interesting because that's that's not one that I like. No, let's just look at the next one. Number 2, we kind of looked at this one. I think Craig looked at this, a 3-team trade where we get Tim Hardaway Jr. and Boyan goes out, and nobody liked that one. Just like, no, I don't think we want to do that. And I agree. Let's look at the last one really quick here. Oh, yeah, this is the Zion one. We have to give up our 5th pick, Boyan and Isaiah Stewart, and I don't like it. Did a video on it recently, and it's just like Zion's too sketchy for me. Just at the end of the day, he gets hurt. He's not consistent. A lot of stuff in social media. I just don't trust him. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on that, and see if the Pistons can get 2 top 10 picks. And we'll see all of you on the next one.